going to put in on Griffin this morning, but where we wanted to fish in Griffin was quite a bit of a run, and we have a serious bank of fog sitting over this area, and I didn't want to make a 6-7 mile run through the fog, so made an audible and put it in over here on Lake Harris. And I know historically I've caught a lot of fish, and there's been a lot of fish caught right out here in front of Venetian Gardens, so that's what we're doing this morning, out here checking this stuff, and we've gotten a few bites. Probably caught 3 or 4 scorables, so it hasn't been terrible in what little time we've been out here. Just trying to be productive, it's the name of the game. If we'd have went to Griffin, I would have been fishing water that I didn't have a lot of confidence in, and didn't really plan on practicing, so just trying to use every second to our advantage and trying to be as productive as possible during the time we have. Couple good ones sitting right there. About the same size. That's a twin of the one we just caught. 3.5. We all in Lexington. All right, guys, we're about halfway through the first day of practice, and decided to move locations, moving over to Lake Griffin here. Started the morning in Harris. Got some decent bites, but it just wasn't really consistent. It seemed like, obviously in the morning we found an area that had a decent population of fish, but after that it was super slow. And couldn't find anything that really matched up to that. It was just kind of a one area thing, and that area may be good to me in the tournament. Anyways, we gotta go look for some other stuff, and that's what we're doing right now. So we'll do this the rest of the afternoon, see how it goes. Okay. He's just got it for me, but I think it's a box. Yep. Are you just a mean one that's got it? Got it. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Right. All right, guys, so that is a wrap for day one practice. Wasn't a terrible day. Had a decent morning over there in Harris. Then it slowed down, went over to Griffin, and caught a bunch of fish. A lot of really small ones, but found a couple areas with some decent ones in it, as you guys saw. It's a lot of fun. Got to really think about what we're going to do tomorrow. May go back to Griffin, just as how many bites is out there. May go back there and try and dial that in a little bit more. But decent, productive, good first day. We get some sleep, get some dinner, get back after it in the morning. Day two, practice here at the Harris Chain. Decided to put back in up here on Lake Griffin and try and dial these things in this offshore grass. And we'll also slide up shallow today. Just obviously got some fog and low light, so we're gonna get out here and wind around. A little bit of a midday update. We have been on Griffin. Started out in the grass, caught a bunch, a lot of small ones, but found a few areas with, I think we could catch another keeper or two. And then went up the river, looked around at some beds, saw some up on beds, but nothing real exciting. And then just came in here, what they call the marsh, and got on a little something. Found a little area where there's some holes in the grass and there's some fish in them, and I was able to pitch this little drop shot around and get quite a few bites. So this is pretty promising. Feel like if I can find enough of it, cutting my hook off right now, if I can find enough of it, I can catch them in a pretty good clip doing this. It's just about finding what we're looking for. Find them laying in the grass, so that's what we're fixing to do. I'm gonna spend the next little bit doing this because, like I said, I feel like it's a good way to make some stuff happen. I could have landed that point somehow through its mouth. Unreal. All right, practice is wrapped up. Went out and joined the Dink Fest today, as you saw. So we got some food cooking. We get to enjoy our off day tomorrow. We're gonna hopefully watch Kentucky beat Tennessee.
No sir.
And some basketball, hopefully. We got them a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it's practice over. Now tomorrow off day. Rig up, come up with a game plan. Hopefully go catch these fish. Dude, I started doing it when the scope came out. I swear before anyone was doing it. First time I ever did it was in 2021. Scope wasn't out, but it was like out really like a year.
Right.
And we were at Rayburn. And I was back in the back of, I don't know, one of them creeks up there by the bridge. I don't even know the name of it. But there's a little creek channel that just winds back there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's stumps that sit on the edge of it.
Harvey.
And I was jerking those stumps and freaking, I thought I was going to win the tournament on them. And I just didn't like, the big ones, I don't know, like I finished 11th or 12th, but I thought I was going to, like I was like, I'm going to win. There's big ones back here.
Yeah.
And wasn't nobody doing that. And I was jerking, like I had all the piles that Michael Neal were on in the canyons. I had all them found. I was jerking a plug over them. Like to the left of the canyons, there's that pocket, and there's some brush out in front of it on the right going into it.
Yeah.
Like as you're going in that creek, there's that all that was like juiced up, dude. They were in that, and I had that found, but I couldn't ever get on any of that because he was like
living on it.
Yeah. And I had some stuff, and at the mouth of Harvey there was that Bird Island.
Yeah.
All them little drains.
Mm-hmm.
All they had piles in the middle of the drains. I was jerking over those. I was like, dude, this is. That was one I was like, I feel like
It's crazy.
could happen. And
Yeah, lucky you. You have a handful of them. I got one.
well, but I have two that I caught like multiple keeper scorables. The rest of them I just caught like absolute shit out of little ones. I feel like I may be able to go catch. I really feel like there's a good chance I won't catch a scoreable on them. But I'm gonna go try them.
Yeah. Reel some in.
Hell yeah! But there's two in particular, and really one in particular that's like from me to Coop's boat. It's a pretty big spot. But
Yeah.
I couldn't hide them like they were
Right.
fucking out there just jumping like a whale. All right, guys, so we just wrapped up rigging here on the off day. I really do love this off day. Some guys don't love it. I do. It gives us a chance to kind of just relax, chill out, rest up, and get our gear, get the boats back in order. So that's what we did today. Got to rig up, even went out and fished a little bit, and now we're about to head to the pre-tournament meeting. You know, let them say everything they got to say and get everyone on the same page for this tournament. And then it's game time in the morning. I'm super excited. You know, I thought I was gonna go game plan wise. I thought I was gonna go straight to Griffin, but being last boat out tomorrow, you know, that lock that we have to go through a lock to get to Griffin, and it can take some time to get through that thing and lock cycles. I'd sit there for a long time, probably 45 minutes or an hour. So I don't want to be, you know, wasteful of my time. So I did find some productive water, as you guys saw first day of practice in Lake Harris. Right there outside of the boat ramp, caught some nice ones there. So probably start there in the morning for an hour or so, see how it goes. Never know, catching the crap out of them. Won't go anywhere, but definitely gonna try and split after a little bit and get into Lake Griffin and get to work. I didn't cheat it. I didn't. Look, I made sure I did.
Dead River in the door?
I made sure I put them like identical in the center of it. If anything, I cut corners in Dead River. But they're essentially the same. They're the same.
No, if I go to...
I'd say they're not
if you go-
no more than eight minutes. If it's 1 mile and you can go 6 miles an hour, that means it should take 10 minutes. About 6 mile an hour map, 10 minutes.
And you can cheat the entrance buoys and a little bit kind of shut down with the lake. That's right.
So
Glide.
10 minutes at each
Slide
one.
on in a little bit.
It's like 8 minutes to the mouth of that, 10 minutes.
Say 15 minutes.
You're gonna be 45 even getting to the lock.
Or more.
Probably what you'll be 45 getting to it. So then you're gonna be 15 in the lock, and then another 20. Probably get 15 getting to your place. It'll be an hour, 15, 20 minutes at a minimum.
At a minimum. And I won't be the first lock, so I'll have to wait.
Yeah.
I wonder how many go.
More than 3, I bet. So Because that's how many get in the lock.
Yeah.
I'm about 36.
I bet like 5 to 7 is what
That's what I think.
That's what I learned about like when you're going to Kissimmee down there doing that deal. Like if you're gonna go, unless you have something that's like you absolutely have to hit in Toho, you better go, because a lot of people think I'll try and time it.
Yeah.
And you can usually get a whole lock cycle or two ahead by
People stopping off and
just going to it and getting in it.
To get to Toho?
Even if you got or get to Kissimmee, even if you gotta wait twice.
yeah. Good morning, everyone. Tournament morning here at the launch ramp, waiting in line, drop in. Excited, guys. Stop 2. You know, all the work, not all the work, but the prep work's done. Now it's time to try and go make some stuff happen. Ended up with a late draw on the boat number, so you know, I do want to get over to Lake Griffin, but we found some good stuff in Harris. So this morning, since we're super late and we'd have to wait a couple of those lock cycles, we'll probably start here in Lake Harris and give it 45 minutes. You never know if you start really catching them, stay a lot longer, but at least 45 minutes to get those first few lock cycles open, and then we'll make our way there. Morning. Morning. That's the game plan. All right, guys, that is the end of the first period, and wasn't a terrible one. Caught 5 scorables for 11.5 pounds, has us right around 10th, 11th, somewhere just outside the top 10. And really, my game plan by now was to be in the Lake Griffin, but you know, that's the glory of the score tracker. You know exactly where you are, and you know, I'm right there where we need to be. So it's hard to leave these fish to go chase something that you're not certain of. You know, I definitely think I can catch them over there, but I'm catching them right here. So this is a tough decision I have to make. My scope period, I was really wanting to use it in Griffin
I got on a little something with some shellfish thrown to them. So I don't know what the game plan is. I'm really just gonna have to let go off my gut. People say it a lot, but I really am gonna have to go off my gut and make a decision here as time progresses, and hopefully these fish just continue to bite. Let's get them.
That's what we need right here. What? 3 pounds, 13 ounces. Oh man, that thing fell right out. £3, 8 ounces. It puts you in 35th. Total of 18 pounds, 14 ounces. £4, 0 ounces.
There's our
I ain't wasting this cigarette. Let's go. Hold it in my mouth. We're not on camera. 2 pounds, 7 ounces. £2, 10 ounces.
All right, guys, that's it for day one. Wasn't awful, wasn't great. Sitting just outside of the cut, so really right where we need to be. You always want a cushion on day one, but we didn't kill ourselves. Really got to figure out that middle of the day. Probably change the order up tomorrow. Definitely keep that forward sonar program going for the third period. It was the most successful part of the day, which I had anticipated. I had a lot of confidence in going and doing that, and it worked out, thankfully. But being boat one tomorrow, probably don't have to waste all that time fishing. Can go ahead and get in Griffin, try and settle down an area, and really try and get some things going the first part of the day. If I can do that, then I'll feel really good about doing well, because I think I can have another good third period. You never know, but that's what we're thinking. So got rigged up, go get some sushi tonight, and get some rest and get after it in the morning.
All right, guys, day 2 here at the Harris Chain. Man, I'm excited to get out there. Totally different weather today. Yesterday we had a strong southwest wind and it was like 87 degrees. Today a little cooler, a little more cloudy. Gonna be about 75 and we're having a northeast wind, so it's a little chilly this morning. Got a little more clothes on, but I'm excited to get out there. Need another solid day. Would like to have a little better day. Goals to make that cut. Let's get out there. All right, guys, that's the end of the first period, a solid period, actually. I don't even know where I'm at. We'll figure that out in a second. But caught, I think, 5 scorables. Lost one there at the end, but it's pretty tough. I mean, I found, I got an area I wanted to fish this morning and saw the birds going about 300 or 400 yards away. So I ran over there and put down. That was a good decision. Always keep your eyes peeled, and went to catching them. Caught a nice one, and I've caught quite a few fish. Stayed in the exact same spot for the entire hour and a half, hour and 50 minutes we've been fishing, and it's paid off. Caught some scorables. I feel like if I can do that, repeat that same catch rate and have 10 or 11 scorables going into the third period, I feel pretty good about my chances. But we just got to keep it up and stay nimble and keep our eyes peeled. Heading into the final stretch, and we get to turn our superpowers, as I call it, active target on for this period. Inside the top 20, I think in 20th place, is that right? That's my official number, 19th place after the second period, and that's really where I wanted to be. I felt like if I could be inside that cut, I could maintain. You never know what this afternoon's going to hold, but I'm going to go down there where I was yesterday afternoon and try and make a little magic happen and make a run up the hill. Let's do it, guys.
I'm gonna have gray hairs though. Anna and I were like,
Me too.
My God. I mean, it was in, it was out, it was in, it was out, it was in, it was out. Did you listen to that whole thing? Did he tell you the whole time what was going on?
Oh yeah, he's telling me. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it was.
I know.
It was awesome.
I was watching the thing. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that was wild. That was a wild finish, man. Harris chain, and we made the weekend, made the cut, man. I'm super excited. It was a fun day out there. It came down to the wire, caught a couple fish in the last 10 minutes to get us in there. All right, guys, just wrapped up the day, and we freaking made it. Made the knockout round, dude. I am stoked. Finished in 18th place, top 20, go to day 3. So we're fishing the weekend, and hopefully we can keep putting some things together. It was a crazy finish today. Would have liked for it to have been a little quicker in there, but the conditions were tough. But hopefully we can keep piecing some stuff together, and you never know, make a run at Sunday. Every day you fish is more money, more points, all the good things. Man, I'm really excited. Get to go home, rest up, do some tackle, and go eat some dinner.
Yeah. I mean, we like when we live out our neighborhood. No way. Yeah, like 20 minutes.
All right, guys, it's Saturday, day 3 here at the Harris Chain. Sliding out, guys. Gonna need to have a big day to make that final day. Probably gonna have, you know, north of 35 pounds. It's gonna have to have a better day than we've had the past 2 days, but I feel like I'm slowly putting things together, and hopefully we'll continue to do that today, make that final day. Let's go have some fun. One.
About 3 hours.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys, that's the end of the first period, and sitting 3 pounds out of the cut. Man, tough morning. Lost 3 really good bites. You know, all 2 to 3 pound fish. That's tough. It would have been way up there, but it's all right. We gotta have a good second period, catch back up. As long as I'm within, you know, I think as long as I'm within 3 or 4 pounds, which is what we are now, if I can keep that, I'd like to make it up. And if I can stay that going into the third period, I'm confident that we can make up some ground. But hopefully we can get on them here the second period, gonna run around a little more, try and run into them. lost 2 more scorables. Brings the loss count to, I don't know, 5 today. It's put us in a little bit of a hole. February. Just Suzuki motor performed flawlessly this week. There's a lot of water out there, and what are you laughing about? Even more specifically, I want to be throwing a jerkbait. A jerkbait in offshore grass is absolutely dynamite, and this time of the year, pre-spawn and post.
They call them buggy reels.
Yeah, I don't like those. It's the reeds.
pencil reeds.
Yeah.
You know. And
Every time I've been on Pop Grass, all I catch them as the reeds.
Exactly.
I call them flat reeds, like the.
Still, I caught so first bite, I missed them, and I just kept pitching back to that pad. Kept pitching, and finally bit again. It was a 410. It's like, shoot, that's cool. Then I caught like a 1.
You guys having fun?
Time of their life.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Down here? All right, speed. Or a jerk.
Here, get
That was a 1-2.
Get over there, Cam. Ready? Awesome.
I beat him up too bad. I ran out of fish.
I know. Dude, my little deal I went to that I had so much confidence in, I caught them all. Everyone I'd throw at would go down on it, wouldn't eat it. I caught them all, literally every one of them. I tried to run and find more. I couldn't.
I caught 10 pounds on a drop shot this morning.
Yeah.
And then I caught everything else on a trap, and I caught one on a speed worm. It just sucked.
I said, you better enjoy that. I ain't gonna let you get me more of them.
Do you realize he forgot about it until I picked him up and ran?
Damn it.
He said, John owes you $100. I said,
All right, guys, that is a wrap for stage 2 at the Harris Chain. Thanks for following along and watching. Ended up in 18th place, guys. You know, my bite was just going away. You know, it felt like it was kind of a fading thing, everything we were on, but I was super thankful with how the week went. I felt like maximized every ounce of what we were truly on. So, you know, it was a good week. Made the cut, made a little extra money, got to fish an extra day in Florida. So anytime you do that, can't be too mad about it. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.